Hey guys, long time no see. It has been quite a while since I have uploaded a video and I apologize for that. As you all know, or some of you might know, I have started college classes again and it has been hectic. The first week of classes, I was literally having anxiety because it was just like so much was being thrown at me, and you would think that I'm used to it, especially since it's like my fourth year of college. But like my summer break was the first break in I think 4 years that I didn't have to work and that I didn't really have to do anything. So my only priority was basically having fun and just worrying about myself. The first week was just so much stuff like being thrown at me and just getting adjusted to college class again. So that was a hassle in itself. But now that it's the third week, starting the third week of college classes, I'm a little bit better now, but still it's like, too much going on. But everything has pretty much been good. I am starting my work study this upcoming week, and I'll actually be working at 2 places on my college campus, and this week will also be the start of my organization. So I am head over an organization at my college's campus called Best Buddies, and that starts this week. So I have the class and the work study and the organization, so fun. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. This video is going to be a August wrap up, and I'm not going to do a TBR because September is pretty much, we're almost like halfway through September. What's today, like the 8th, the 7th? Okay, so we're not halfway through, but September's already started and I really haven't had enough time to actually read, so I'm not going to do a TBR because I don't want to say I'm going to read this book and then I'm not going to read this book. So let's just go ahead and do the August wrap up. Smokescreen by Saundra Brown. This is a mystery, romance, drama type novel. If you ever read a Saundra Brown book, then you know that there are a lot of themes and genres that encompasses her novel. That's the word. So a lot of stuff is going on in this novel, but just so you all can get the gist of it, it is about a news reporter named Britt Shelley who wakes up to a dead police officer named Jay Burgess. And the strange thing about this whole story is that she remembers nothing of the previous night, and she doesn't remember how she even got into Jay Burgess' apartment, let alone in his bed. And she's really having a difficult time with her alibi and trying to convince people that she had nothing to do with the death of Jay. And because Jay is such a prominent and popular police officer in that town, it's really hard for people to believe her and take her side. So Riley Gannon, who was a past friend of Jay Burgess, basically comes to the picture and helps Britt Shelley in solving Jay's case and basically helping to clear her name and just to also clear up his name because he had something similar happen to him a couple of years back that also affected him in the same way. So they're trying to figure out how their stories link together, how they're similar, and who caused Jay Burgess's death. All in all, I think I gave this a 4 out of 5, or maybe a 3.8 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, but since you can't really do decimals, I just went ahead and rounded it up to 4 stars. This book is so different than Rainwater. It's not even funny. There is mystery, there's suspense, and there is a lot of sex. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my dog's toy so she's not barking. There is a lot of sex in this novel, and I'll also talk about, this is I've read 2 Saundra Brown books this month, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so different from Rainwater. Rainwater had me close to tears, but this just was like, oh my gosh, is there going to be a scene where there is not suspense or sex? But I guess that's what she's basically known for, or at least from what I've seen reading the Goodreads comments on this novel, some of her other novels. So yeah, I guess 4 out of 5. I would definitely recommend it if you're into romance, suspense, sex novels. Yeah. Second book that I was able to read in the month of August was Plain Truth by Jodi Picoult, and I already have my review of this book somewhere in my YouTube profile. I will put a link right here and in the description box down below so you can watch that. I won't say too much about it because I've already done a book review on it, but I did enjoy this novel. The only thing that I didn't like is the ending, how there wasn't a lot of character development. I think I said that in the review. I know I didn't like the ending, and I also didn't like, I didn't like the protagonist. I think Katie was her name. Yeah, Katie, I didn't like her, but if you want to know why, just go ahead and click on that review video and you all can see my thoughts and opinion on this novel. So Standoff by Saundra Brown is the third and final book that I was able to read in the month of August, and I have to say that I didn't enjoy this book as much as I thought I was going to, especially after reading Rainwater and Smokescreen. Standoff is just about a TV reporter named Till McCoy, and she is driving to New Mexico for a vacation, and she hears on a radio and through her boss that there are these teenagers that are basically on the run, and supposedly the guy in their relationship has supposedly kidnapped the girl of some famous like rich man, and they're trying to find her, whereabouts and where they're heading to. So she's in New Mexico, and she stopped at this convenience store to talk on the phone, and after a while these two teenagers come in and they basically take the store hostage. It basically tells the story of Till McCoy, who's a news reporter, and everyone who is in the convenience store? Let's see, what is it? Some type of store. It's like a gas station. So they're in there, and she's like, as a TV reporter, she's like, these are the two teenagers that I want to get a story on, and they're right here in this store. Let me just put on my TV reporter persona and try to figure out what happened so I can get a really good story. So in the midst of that, she's dealing with the standoff, the teenager's pregnant, so that, and just like a crazy lunatic boyfriend. The story is so unbelievable and so fictional that I just found myself rolling my eyes like multiple times throughout the story. And just because it's a Saundra Brown novel, it's obviously going to have sex. So she ends up having sex at the end of this novel with someone from the holdup in a hotel, and I'm just like, what's going on here? Like, first I really liked it. I was just like, okay, I can kind of see what's going to happen. She's going to go to New Mexico. She's going to find the teenagers. There's just going to be this whole story and this backstory about the teenagers and how they ended up where they ended up. And she's probably going to help them get back to wherever they're from. And she's going to realize that being a TV reporter isn't everything, and that being a compassionate human being, just I can kind of think about what the story is going to be about, but it's not. And so I didn't really like this. I think I gave it like a 2 or 3 stars out of Goodreads. I don't really recommend this book, especially if you want to read Saundra Brown. I don't recommend starting off with this. I probably recommend starting out with a book like Rainwater and then kind of getting a feel of her other novels, but this one I didn't really enjoy. So that was all the books that I was able to read in August. I know that it's the second week of September, but go ahead and tell me what type of books that you all read for September or August, and tell me some of the books that you all plan on reading for September. And if any of you all are in school or have started school, let me know how it's going so far. I would really like to hear from you guys and see what you all have been up to as well. So don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, you guys.